Happy Saturday, everyone, and welcome to Nikki Loves Books. Today we do have our OwlCrate for this month. So this is the OwlCrate Young Adult box for April 2024. If you guys are wondering where my March adult OwlCrate box is, it just shipped. So OwlCrate did have another month with the adult box where they had issues, I guess, with the printer. So the adult March box is behind, but it is on its way. So most likely, I think I might be doing that video on Monday. That will probably be when I get the box, but I'm not 100% sure. It always depends on the post office. Sometimes boxes get lost. I've had that happen a few times. So hopefully nothing happens. And then that will be our video for Monday. Next week, I will also be filming my bookshelf tour, and you guys will get to see more of my cats because I will have to show the culprits for some of my destroyed books. So look forward to that video. And yes, I am still working on the Crescent City Book 2 recap. Again, it has been on pause for a huge technical problem, and then I am working on a really big project for my day job, and that's the job that pays me. So I have to give priority there because I don't want to lose my job. So that project should be wrapping up by the end of this month, and then I can go full steam into that recap of Crescent City Book 2. Really excited too because I've been working on my book reviews, so we'll be getting to those videos as well. And I'm hoping to have my website where I had all my book reviews back up and running, and then include those book reviews on Goodreads also. So a lot of good things. Just know that I'm working on a bazillion projects all at once. And I thank you all for your patience, and just know that my unboxing videos do come out the same day that I receive the boxes. Most of the time I do have an autoimmune disease, and sometimes with the flare-ups that get really bad during summer, I need to take care of myself more than I need to do my YouTube videos. So just know that the unboxing videos do typically come out the same day I receive the box, with a few hit or misses here and there, but there's a lot of projects in the works. I'm really excited to get those videos out to you. So thank you again for all your patience. So that is it for updates, but let's go ahead and get into our OwlCrate Young Adult box for April. Okay, everyone, I'm sad to say, but I think OwlCrate might have fucked up on our book this month. So I will get to that when we get to the book, but I'm pretty sure there might have been a mistake, and I'm going to have to contact them, and I'm hoping that this wasn't for everyone. Oh my god, I have concerns, and I've never had issues with OwlCrate, but they've been late on 2 boxes in the past 3 months, and now it looks like there's a huge fuck up with this book. So see what happens. So yeah, so look forward to that once we get to the book. So our theme for our young adult April 2024 OwlCrate is Death to the Undying. First up, we have Creatures and Companions. It's an OwlCrate exclusive limited edition collection, Sorcery of Thorns. It says, what is a fantastical journey without the best companions to tag along? We've created a collection of metal bookmarks so that these wonderful creatures can make your reading journey extra special. The next companion to join us is the loyal Silas from Sorcery of Thorns. And it is so pretty. I love this metal bookmark. And I love the fact that it has cutouts, that it's not like just a solid piece of metal. It makes it a little bit more lighter and just delicate looking. So this is adorable. What is a fantastical journey without the best companions to tag along? This metal bookmark is the second in one of our new 2024 collections. This collection features all the wonderful, brave, and loyal creatures that are sure to make your reading journey extra special. This month bookmark features the loyal Silas from Sorcery of Thorns and is so beautifully designed by @Sayeri Art. Just look at that fantastic tail. Silas is adorable. Sorcery of Thorns, highly recommend. Great book, and it is a standalone. There is technically like a novella, I think, afterwards, but you can just read Sorcery of Thorns and get the full story. It's a great book. I've actually even considered rereading it, so highly recommend. Next, we have this box, and it says on the back, nurture new life with this propagation station inspired by the 5th season. I have no idea what a propagation station is, so we gotta open this and find out what the fuck. This spring, enter your plant parent era with our propagation station. Nurturing new life never looked better. Gorgeously designed by Teresa Chen, this item is inspired by 5th season. Quote does say, home is what you take with you, not what you leave behind. I still don't know what the heck this is. We're going back to the box. Fill the vessel with water, take a cutting of your favorite houseplant, and set into the hole in the core within a couple of days, you'll have a brand new plant. Okay. Okay. I understand. Plants are definitely not my thing. I seriously have a black thumb. Like, I killed bamboo. I don't know how you kill bamboo, but I have killed bamboo. I have killed cactuses. And I don't even think that that's the right term. I think it's cacti. Yeah, so I've killed cacti. Me and plants are not friends. So this might definitely end up being an item that I box up and give away, because I would feel really bad to kill another plant, especially in something so pretty. I, of course, can use this as something else if I want to have it collect pens or paintbrushes or art supplies or whatever, but I'm going to think about it. Regardless of me having a black thumb, I think this was a really cute idea. I think it's definitely unique. It's a new item that we can use for those of us who have green thumbs, and definitely not me. I love this idea regardless of me not being able to do it. Next, we have a brown box. Inside the brown box was a black velvet bag. So another thing to open. So our item was from Fiction Bath Co. And that was the hint last month for this box, is that we would be getting an item from Fiction Bath Co. Unfortunately, it is a perfume oil roller-on. I don't care for these very much. I don't usually wear perfume, so that is a personal choice. I'm not crazy about it, especially having pets. I don't want to get something on them that is not good for them. So I'm really hesitant to put anything on me that could potentially get on them. Regardless, this is a personal choice for me to do that. So that is why I'm not a huge fan of these. The smell's not too bad. I'm actually surprised. So the scent is supposed to be bergamot, spearmint, and black tea. And that's what I get most of, is the black tea. And black tea does smell really good. So I do actually really enjoy the smell. Fiction Bath Co. brings a wonderful blend of scents with this roller perfume, featuring notes of bergamot, spearmint, and black tea. This perfume is inspired by Deathless. I do actually like it, and maybe there's a way that I can wear it, like maybe putting it on the back of my neck where my cats don't get to, so that way I can still smell good, but not put them at risk. Next up, we have this box that says, keep your bookish side in check with our reading checklist. Read a book you've been putting off, or try reading something you never expected. There's so many possibilities. This checklist was wonderfully created by @Lichen and Limestone. It's time to keep yourself accountable with our reading checklist. Designed by @Lichen and Limestone, this checklist is a TBR to-do list containing a wide range of possibilities that the bookish world has to offer. Okay, so here's our reading checklist. So you have different categories. So read a book on your TBR, read an OwlCrate book, read a book that was published at least 5 years ago, read a book with a morally gray character, put down a book you aren't enjoying, read a duology or trilogy, read a book from a perspective or background different from your own, read a debut novel, read a book that intimidates you, and read a library book. Once you do it, you can switch over these X's to check marks. So part of me does like this. I really like reading challenges and stuff like that, but I didn't need an item for it. Like, I can find reading challenges online. OwlCrate usually does a reading challenge in their reader planner that they give us each year. The thing that I mostly don't like about this is the fact that I can't change it. It'd be really cool if it still had this function with check marks and everything, but that this was made of like chalkboard or something, like something where we could write down our own things. So that way we can change our challenge every single year instead of this. And definitely the library book is never something that's going to work out for me, because I'm like, I don't even have a library card. It's just that my local library is not feasible for me to go to because of my disorder. So it has nothing against libraries. I used to work at a library. I love libraries. It's just that now with my disorder, I can't really go out. Like, I can't go out to a bookstore even. So that's the only reason why I'm just like, I wish this thing was different, so that way I accommodate my own needs, and the fact that I could do different challenges instead of this, because I'm like, I kind of figured once I do this checklist, I'm not going to want to do it again. I think this was a good idea that wasn't completely flushed out well. And our last bookish item before we get to the book, which there's concerns about, which of course is our enamel pin that I am sick and tired of. And this one does say Strange the Dreamer. And here's our pin. We have the two characters, and then you can push them and hopefully not break your pin, like Jesus Christ. Okay, so, and then you can push them together. This month features the fourth pin in our Perfect Pairings collection. Each month's box will include a sliding pin featuring characters that pair together in the most fierce, intense, and romantic ways, all designed by @Sayeri Art. Our fourth perfect pairing features the yearning between Laszlo and Sarai in Strange the Dreamer, which I have not read and I'm not entirely sure if it's on my TBR. I would have to look. If you've read Strange the Dreamer, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, because it's been a book that I've heard about, but it hasn't always been positive. So it's like one of those books that I'm like, I don't know if it's good or not. So that is it for our bookish items. Personally, I think the only one that I really like is the bookmark. I think the propagation station was a really neat idea. Yes, I am not a green thumb and therefore it won't work for me, but I still think it's really cute and I did like it. But because I'm not a green thumb, the only really item that I really liked was the bookmark. And thankfully it's a kitty cat and I love cats. That is my thought about the box. If there's any items in here that you really liked or really didn't like, let me know in the comments below. Before we get to our book, we need to go through the newsletter. So the newsletter always does have a small interview with the author of the book this month, which we're going to skip. Next up in the newsletter, we have News from the Nest, which I'm not subscribed to. I don't know if anyone else uses this. If you guys do, let me know in the comments below and what your thoughts are and your experience with it. Then it has an interview with one of the curators. Then it has information about the photo challenge, and then also the Owl Babble, which is the live interview with the author for the book of the month. Then we have a Spotify playlist, which I love checking out. I'm really into music. So like my three things are like books, candles, and music. Those things I'm absolutely crazy for. So I always love having the Spotify playlist. I think they're so cool. And it is inspired by the book of the month. And then the last piece is highlighting other books that came out this month that they're excited for. Those books include Off with Their Head, Otherworldly, Dragon Fruit, King of Dead Things, and Draw Down the Moon. So that is it for our newsletter. We will be looking at that comparison between the regular cover and the OwlCrate cover that they do show in the newsletter, but we'll do that as soon as we reveal the book. So our book this month is Your Blood, My Bones by Kelly Andrew. I am very excited to have this book though, because Kelly Andrew is an author that I really enjoy. This is only her second book, I believe, she's ever come out with. Her first book is The Whispering Dark, which was also an OwlCrate book. I want to say like 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I do know it was a book that most people were like about, and then there were people like me who were like, oh my god, this is lovely. Absolutely loved it. So just be aware of that. So this might be another book that I might really enjoy, while other people might be like a 3 out of 5 stars, which means that they liked it, but they didn't love it. Like it wasn't like a great feeling. But I'm hoping that I will like this book just as much as I enjoyed The Whispering Dark. Our book selection this month features the most sinister of plots, including loyalty, love, and darkness. In Your Blood's My Bones, Wyatt returns to her childhood home she just inherited with a goal to burn it down, only to find the boy she once considered her best friend chained and left for dead. She finds out he's been experiencing a cycle of deaths, and the only way to escape is to kill Wyatt. The two must figure out how to repair the magic in the farmhouse in order to survive. Oh, that is absolutely dark. But that is a very brief summary, so we're going to go ahead and read on the inside flap to get more details about what this book is about. A girl who will not love, a boy who cannot die, a twisted destiny neither can escape. Wyatt Westlock has one plan for the farmhouse she just inherited, to burn it to the ground. But during her final walkthrough of her childhood home, she makes a shocking discovery in the basement. Peter, the boy she once considered her best friend, strung up in chains and left for dead. Unbeknownst to Wyatt, Peter has suffered hundreds of ritualistic deaths on her family's property. Semi-immortal, Peter never remains dead for long, but he can't really live either. Not while he's bound to the farm, locked in a cycle of grisly deaths and painful rebirths. There's only one way for him to break free. He needs to end the Westlock line. He needs to kill Wyatt. With Wyatt's parents gone, the spells protecting the property have begun to unravel, and dark ancient forces gather in the nearby forest. The only way for Wyatt to repair the spells is to work with Peter, the one person who knows how to harness her volatile magic. But how can she trust a boy who's sworn an oath to destroy her? When the past turns up to haunt them in the most unexpected way, they are forced to rely on one another to survive, or else tear each other apart. So excited to read this, but there are problems with this OwlCrate edition, and we're going to get into it in just a moment. So here is that difference between our OwlCrate exclusive cover and the regular cover, and personally, I like both of them. I think they both do a good job of capturing kind of like the gothic horror romance theme going on. I will say I like the OwlCrate version better. I like having character art on a cover of the book. Not always, but a lot of the time. And so I do like the OwlCrate exclusive cover more so, but I would have been happy with the regular cover too. So our OwlCrate edition, of course, has an exclusive cover, which really portrays that gothic undertones. It also has sprayed edges, which I'm kind of over. Like OwlCrate, I kind of wish you would do stencil edges. So I like the stenciled edges more, but this time we only got sprayed edges. If we flip the dust jacket over, we have reversible dust jacket artwork. And as always, OwlCrate used some extraordinary artists, and I always love the artworks on the books. We also have exclusive foiled stamp on the hardcover case. And this is where we have the problem. So that is upright. The book's upside down. So the foiled stamps were put on upside down. When the foiled stamp is upside down, then the book on the inside is correct. So the foiled stamp is the problem. I don't know if anyone else's books look like this. If yours does, please let me know in the comments, because I hope I'm not the only one with this problem. I guess it would also make me feel better if I'm the only one with this problem, because then they just have to hopefully replace my book. It's kind of a problem. I've never seen OwlCrate make a big mistake like this on any of their books. On the inside, we do also have beautiful illustrated end papers. And then, of course, it is signed by the author and has an author letter as well. It's kind of sad. I know the book is still readable, but I pay for a beautiful special edition that I want to look correctly. So I will be contacting them and asking for a new edition. So when will I be able to get to Your Blood, My Bones? It will depend, obviously, if OwlCrate says, oh, ship back the book because it's damaged and we'll issue a new one, or if they're just going to tell me to keep this one and then they're going to ship me a new one. And again, of course, that also depends on, did they fuck up everyone's book or was it just a select few? So it will depend on OwlCrate's answer. The plan is to finish up Bookshops and Bone Dust, which was one of the latest Bookish Box books I got, and surprisingly I do not like it. I do not think cozy fantasy is for me at all. I don't know what it is. I'll talk about it when I do a book review for that book, but definitely not enjoying Bookshops and Bone Dust. And I have no intention now of reading Legends and Lattes, regardless of how many people raved about it. Like, I am so turned off to the series at this point. But that's the main thing. So once I finish Bookshops and Bone Dust, I will be switching over to Your Blood, My Bones. But again, that is depending on what happens with OwlCrate and how they want to proceed with this mistake. Before we move on to our sneak peek of next month's box, please be sure to give this video a like if you want to see me do more unboxings. So our theme for our young adult OwlCrate May 2024 box coming out is Traverse the Realms. And it says every May box will include an exclusive item designed by Anne Nguyen Art, which we have seen items by her before and they are fantastic. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all have a good weekend. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see me do more unboxings, and make sure you're subscribed to join me for all the bookish fun. And look forward to our next unboxing, which should be the March adult OwlCrate book. Thanks so much, everyone.